Hello and good evening, everybody. It's really a pleasure to see you, great faces here. It's very nice. Well, a warm welcome to all of you on this spectacular event. I'm your host, Avantha Linage. Well, this is not my forte, but please bear with me. Thanks. Well, okay. To begin with, I would like to welcome all dignitaries, the guests, and the delegates who are present here today, starting with Athero, Shastrapati, Hinkumburige Kondanja Thero, and Honorable Minister Mr. Nanayakkara, Mr. Hilmi Aziz, a Sri Lankan Foreign Employment Bureau, and also Mr. Joing Him Ling, sorry if I get your names wrong, the CEO, CEO and the Group Chairman, Crew Life Group, and Mr. Wombok Song, the Director of Gaon International, and Duran Hetiarachi, the Chairman of Sinna Foundation, and Gangarama Trust Board Secretary, Mr. Prasad Gajavira, and the General Manager, last but not least, but a General Manager of Sri Lankan Foreign and Employment Bureau, Mr. Priyantha Senanayaka. Welcome all you all. Okay. And I think we have a dance lined up. Is that right? Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me for that. So the first presentation will be given by our Thero, Shastrapati Hinkumbura Kondanja Thero. Please share the grace on stage. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. Please be seated. It is a great pleasure to be here with all of you. I understand this evening, purpose of your meeting is to sign the Memorandum of Understanding. The project that you are thinking of, in your minds you are getting ready to sign this memorandum to develop our skilled workers in the country. That is Foreign Employment Bureau and with Korean company, and also with Sri Lankan vocational. That I have is our teacher in 1978 started our vocational training center, looking into the future that we need this kind of training centers to develop the skilled workmanship. There are young people who are leaving the country, leaving schools, but all of them seeking the jobs without having skills. So therefore, our teacher, Venerable Nanayakkara, Galbada Jnaniswara Nanayakkara, who is chief incumbent of Gangarama Temple, he's providing a great service for the country, development of the people as well as the country. Right, currently we are in the real need of foreign currencies. I think we are all in trouble with that because of it. So therefore, we have to find ways to bring those needed dollars. I think that's all of your aim. For that purpose, how can we do without having skills? Even though people are there, they are not ready. Therefore, I think it's a great thing that, Korean company, that you are making effort to help with the help of Foreign Employment Development Bureau with the Minister Manusha Nanayakkara and all of you. For that purpose, only thing we can do from our side is to, as our great teachers thought about it, support you. And whatever the way we could, I think we have to properly guide it and schedule it and start working on it. And so maybe we already have some people with those skills, and also you can train those young men, southern province, where we have one of these, schools, one premises there, with that understanding to, instead of bringing those people young people into Colombo, so we can do it in that particular area. There could be many young people who do not have jobs, but their people are there. So if we could, leadership is there. If we have good leadership, definitely we can be of useful. The premises wise, our vocational training center would be very helpful, and you can be utilize it. And also our gentlemen can be help of providing those skills and the way you need it. For I think that's the purpose of Korean and our young skill development employment program. Under that program, if you do that, definitely that could be very helpful for the young people as well as the country. So I wish all of you great success in that. So and if we start sooner, so sooner your the purposes of helping the country, our Korean friends, you may be able to provide that help, and also you may be able to help as a nation, as a friend of our Sri Lanka. Always Korea, as we saw, and also we used to be good friends for a long time, having one with, even though currently I don't know how, but it used to be a Buddhist country, Bukkyo Koku, do you say it? And with that, so Sri Lanka is a Buddhist country, so even if we're looking at from that point of view, so we can make relationship nicely, blending together, we can train, be very compassionately. What we do is very compassionate service for the young people. We see the value of young lives, and so we can, if we train them nicely, definitely we will be able to help those people as well as the country. So good friends of Sri Lanka, as Korea as a good friend, so we all can come together, and also using these facilities and the as my teacher, as he visioned it long time ago, 1979, so seeing that we need this kind of places, so he started it. So I believe we can use that facilities properly and get some help for the benefit of the country. So we appreciate your compassionate, your kind, generous thought of doing this project together with the Employment Bureau, and also we also can be happy looking at it, how it's growing up and how things are doing for the benefit of young people as well as the country. So we wish all the success of your effort, and we may be able to as three partners together, I wish that we all of us may be able to provide a good service for the young people as well as the country. So wish you success. Thank you.
Okay, the next we have lined up a classical and elegant dance from Sri Lanka. Please share the stage. I would like to share the stage with them. Thank you. Wow, wasn't that spectacular? I hope you all enjoy that, some Sri Lankan classical dances. And next we have Mr. Mohan. I would like to request Mr. Mohan Surya Bandara. He's a private consultant for modeling and artificial intelligence to share the stage, please. Thank you.
Hello and welcome, dignitary and dignities, all guests, and I like to welcome our Tero, Sri Shastapati Hinkumure Kondanja Tero. We welcome you. Minister Mr. Manusha Nanayakkara, welcome you, sir. And Hilmi Aziz, Sri Lankan Bureau of Foreign Employment, welcome you, sir. And Mr. Yongshan Lim, our group chairman, welcome you, sir. Mr. Won Bok Song, Director, Kaon International, warmly welcome you, sir. And Mr. Dulan Hettiarachchi, Chairman, Saina Foundation. And Gangarama Trust Bond Secretary Mr. Prasad Gajavira, General Manager of Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau Mr. Priyanta Senanayaka. I would like to welcome you all, and I'd like to present what is the Sri Lankan Korean Skilled Workers Development and Employment Program. So our Tero already explained what is the current country situation and what are the background requirements. And I don't want to waste much time because of the time we have already spent, and we know exactly where we are. And I will give you a slide. I will like to give you a slight idea what is the program is, and since we have limited time. So in this is the introduction, what Clue Life is and what Clue Life would like to do, we can explain. So before going to that, Clue Life Sri Lanka is a subsidiary partnership company of Clue Life Korea, group of companies. So what our plan is to develop unskilled workers to skilled workers level. And most of them, even their skill, what we do is we streamline, we will align with the correct path. Because if you see the current situation, even the newspapers, most of the media, social web, what you see is there are jobs in everywhere and published, and it's not properly aligned. So our target is to develop and find the right place and get the right contact and allocate them in proper streamlined way. So this is our intention and our target. It is not, will not happen within a day or two, but we have proper roadmap. What we are planning is, with that we can explain. This is the country contest today. If you look into this, you everyone know. I don't want to waste time here. This is the Sri Lankan contest in summary. Most important here, if you look into this, I doubt whether you can see in the below, it's called per capita, per today. It's only 3,393 in US dollars per capita for Sri Lanka. So that means we are in a deep trouble, but we see recently we are getting into some level. But it will be very difficult if we are only finding or only developing our market with unskilled laborers. And we have to look for the laborers for where we require. It is not just for the countries we are only looking for laborers. We have to find skill, or we have to find workers, we have to develop them and find the right market as well as right guidance. And if you look in this slide, you see what is Korea is. This is a slight idea. If you can see everyone, I don't have much time, but I'll explain what is very important. As our Thero explained, Sri Shastapati Thero explained, you can see the Korean Buddhism is only 5.5, but there are non-religion is 56.9. Sometimes even there's no religion will be very helpful for us to form together, because we are Sri Lankan, most of our population is Buddhist. So Buddhists always, they are very much peaceful, and we know we can align with any party, any team, and we are very welcome for anyone. With that attitude, I don't think it will be a problem if we are, allocating our skilled workers to the place like Korea. And if you see the per capita, it's a 33,254, which is very important for us to understand. As a where the market today for Sri Lankan to find the jobs. And this is a slight glance what is Korea. Again, South Korea is known for its very rich culture. It's very rich culture, and have multiple foods. I don't think we are limited with any foods. We always look for our foods, but when we migrate or when we go for jobs or as an expatriate, we will always have, or we are trying to adapt to the country's foods. I think most of the people who work for outside, they know that exactly. And they have very important environments. This is important because you know why? If we send the laborers level unskilled laborers, it is not nice, because you know why? Korea they have very distinct work environments. So we have to train them up to that level, because you know why? It is very required to get them that level and arrange them for the work. It is not just sending the laborers or sending the workers for the jobs. So what Clue Life is planning to do this. Working hours, of course, you can see 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That means almost similar to Sri Lanka. But, work smart, not harder. So work smart, not harder. We have to work harder. We have to work harder. We have to earn more. Sri Lankan, we work harder, we earn more. This is very important, because today we face trouble, and tomorrow, hopefully, we try to minimize that trouble. We don't think it's required to, increase the troubles. We must come to that level. And job satisfaction, of course, that will be there. I'm not going to explain all the points, because there are few areas we require to understand. And again, why Korea? Why I am giving this information? there are multiple locations for Sri Lankans to find unskilled or skill. There are places in the world like Middle East, like, you know, some African countries, our, you know, our workers are there. But the concern here, if we train our workers, we have to look for where we are sending and what are the benefits we are getting. It is not just train one worker and send to some place and make them work for there and get them back. Because you know why? If we are developing our country, especially, we have to develop not just for the workers, we have to develop our generation. When we do the generation, we have to look for these things. Because you know why? The expertise. If you look for the expertise, world number 2 is Korea. Number 1 is Japan. No US, no UK, no Germany. Because and you can see here, this is what we should look for, not just job, and we look for the beneficiary for the country's future. And you can see here, companies with US patents, it is very important. That's a one thing. This is where tomorrow we don't look for the experts, but tomorrow we look for some, you know, skilled workers, for Sri Lankan skilled workers. But on the roadmap, we have to look into this, and this is why Korea is most important to look as a job market. The companies of the world today, top technology companies, the Korea always number 1. And our skill program, development and employment program, what we do is we select right people and we admit them, we train and certify them, we develop and validate them. We don't just simply give them a certificate and send them there. And we provide guidance support. It could be financial support up to some level, and we are planning with that. Our chairman already we discussed that, how we are providing that for our laborers. Because you know why? Some of them, they have very good skill and they are very intelligent, even after training them, but they will not have financial support. We are planning for that also. And enhance and direct. Enhance and direct, still we are providing them support. We allow them to find their suitable companies. We provide them the companies, we let them to choose, as well as we allocate and employ. This is our alliance as a Korean Blue Life group. Here we have Korean National Administration and Law Association, where all the regulatory will happen. They will regulate almost everything. With that, they will provide us a guidelines, rules, terms and conditions. This is how you provide your labor, and how you provide your skilled worker to our country, and it will be very streamlined. There won't be any misuse or any abuse within the process. So that will bring most of the areas us to understand, because you know why? There will be satisfaction for employee as employer. So both areas, not only that, even we know we have our team from Sri Lankan Foreign Employment Bureau. They know exactly where are we in trouble. So with that, we understand how we should do that. It is not just find a job, or it's not just employ anyone, or it's not just training any unskilled or any worker. So these things are very important. We are aligned with Samsung Technical School, one of the best in the world. And we are using their guidelines. We are aligning with them, and it's very important for us to work with them, as well as Korean University. Korean University, when it's come to Korean University, there are a lot of patents from the students and their professors. Not only that, it is very system, how to work, where to work, what time, and how to please, and what are the disciplines. We will bring all these things and align with our training program. So in Sri Lankan Korean program, where all this information will include, and there will be proper trainings, proper arrangements, proper management. And there will be, we will train them as a self-management, and they will understand when they go there, how they behave, how they work, and how they work as their colleagues, and where they go. It is not just a worker who train for their professionalism. It's just train for the work with others and work as a company. This is very important. And we will try to minimize the issues. We will try to get best of the same alliances you can see here. And I'll give you slight information about what is Clue Life. This was established in 2011 March, and we have multiple alliances again and if you see our training programs conducted more than 10,000 plus training sessions. So past few years, it's a big area we should understand and how we work. This is happening in Korea, and we want that to happen in Sri Lanka also. I think our chairman, Mr. Lim, is working for that, and he is providing our advices and guidelines. If I give about little bit where he works and where he is providing his advices and everything, you can see here. I'll go to the next because we don't have much time. And what we expect here, as I explained before, this is what exactly we required today in Sri Lanka when we allocate one of our worker for overseas work as an expatriate, increase labor force. This is very important today in Sri Lanka. Laborers are there, but they work and they earn nothing. You won't believe in Sri Lanka. In my experience, Sri Lanka, laborers in Sri Lanka, they earn more compared to when they are overseas. But the concern here, they work as a labor with lower salary or lower remuneration. But what we have to do is, we have to make them and train them as a skilled workers and increase national revenue. If we train and certify one skilled worker, there will be huge differences compared to 1 to 10 times differences most of the time. So this is very important. And so very important. Help individual who wants to go their life. Everyone look for life enhancement or life improvement. So that must be there with our program, training program. Help and provide financial support with banks. I know even we found jobs. Most of the workers here in Sri Lanka, even still unskilled or highly professional, sometimes they find difficulties with financial support to migrate or find the place or find some, get some, rented place in the where they go. So this support we will provide with our program. Help with language barriers. I think Korea, they don't speak Sinhala or Tamil, and they hardly speak English. Even that's also very rare. and they won't be able to get to go there without any language, without knowing any Korean language. So they have to get down. They have to get down anyway with Korean language. And we have developed roadmap and success to path. There are many things like that. Increase state market with recognition, because why? Most of the countries, even we go for Middle East, most of our people are working in Middle East. So likewise, if we look for Korea, most of Indians are there, but that is not, not mentioned properly in our informations. But that is demand decrease of labor as per competition. Increase foreign employment skill standards. This is what we require in what we are mentioning here, because why? It is must. Without that, we only find a job and we will earn some revenue. That's it. But we require real training development. This is very important. So what we will do is streamline. We will find the direct market. We will find the exact location for the exact person, exact worker. This is very important with our validation. This is some information I got from Foreign Employment Bureau website, and this is what we are today. That's why Clue Life is. But I don't have much time to go with that, limited time. And this is registered departures for employment for 2018 up to 2018. You can see it has drastically come down. Even labor or skill or unskilled or even professional, it has come down. So this is where we lost our revenue. So if you train some, even if you train some up to some level, we have to look with that. Registered departures for employment, and there are some registered, there are many unregistered. This is very very crucial, because why? There are some other governments, they are putting policies and they are putting most laborers and even unskilled workers in trouble, because why? There's no proper guidelines, because that is not registered. And this is a slight idea what we are planning in near future to get it down. And we have this training and certification for these positions for painting and welding crews and sanding crews and few electricians. This is only slight idea and how we are going to start. This is only establishment. I think we required much time to go ahead with that. And this is roadmap. I'm running out of time. And this is slight idea what is happening today. And thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mohan Suryabandar, for that informative, lengthy speech. Well, now we come to this momentous occasion for the signing of the agreement. Without further ado, I may call upon the Honorable Minister, Mr. Manusha Nanayakkara, and Mr. Hilmi Aziz, Chairman, Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment, and Mr. Jong Hyun Ling, CEO and Group Chairman, Crew Life, and Mr. Prasad Gajavira, Gangarama Trust Board Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you. A year ago, Sri Lanka was in a severe crisis. The country demanded strong, honest, and efficient leadership with persuasion power to make a change. For the first time in history, foreign workers who sent dollars to the country were treated with gratitude.
Sri Lanka's Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment were also here to pay their respects.
It is tragic that this incident happened, but it is something we cannot blame anyone for. Sri Lanka, being a friend of South Korea, we express our deepest condolences to those who have lost their loved ones.
The result was an 82.4% increase in the contribution of foreign workers to the motherland within 1 year. A man with a strong conviction has been working to achieve this. He decided to make a change without blaming it on history. He is a young leader with a vision. He is a leader with a bias towards action. He is Manusha Nanayakkara.
Well, ladies and gents, next we have line up after this wonderful, momentous occasion. Another beautiful drummers may line up outside. So they'll be doing a great performance. So to you, Sage, thank you. Well, as it ends, I would like to call Mr. Jong Hoon Lim to share his expertise. He's the CEO and the group chairman of Crew Life Group. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
안녕하세요. 한국에서 온 크루라이프 코리아 대표 임종현입니다. 바쁘신 중에 이 자리에 참석해 주신 모든 분들께 감사의 인사를 드립니다. 그리고 우리 장관님 비롯한 또 사원의 스님 비롯한 모든 분들께 감사의 인사를 드리면서 이 자리를 마련해 주신 우리 특별하게 도움을 많이 주신 우리 스태프들을 위해서 감사 인사를 드립니다.
ආයුබෝවන් මම කොරියාවේ කුළුලයිව් කොරියා හිටියොච්ච ලිම් ජුන් හිම්වෙමි කාර්යබහුලත්වයේ මැද්දේ වුවද මෙම අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වූ සැමට මම ස්තුතිය පුද කරමි. කම්කරු අමාත්‍යතුමන් ගරු මනුෂ නානයක්කාර මැතිතුමා හා අතිපූජනීය සංඝරත්නය ගංගාරාම මහා විහාරයේ අස්සජි ස්වාමින් වහන්සේ ඇතුළු අනිකුත් නිලධාරීන් මේ සඳහා සහාය දැක්වීම පිළිබඳව ස්තුතිය පළ කරමි.
이 행사는 한국의 스리랑카의 한층 두터운 교류의 장이 될 것이라 확신합니다. 현재 스리랑카는 IMF 상황입니다. 한국 또한 90년대 말 IMF를 겪었기에 정부와 국민이 혼연일체가 돼서 슬기롭게 극복을 하였습니다. 스리랑카 국민들도 정부와 국민의 노력으로 빠른 시간 안에 국가 정상화를 기원드리겠습니다.
මෙම සිදුවීම කොරියාව සහ ශ්‍රී ලංකාව අතර ගැඹුරු අදහස් හුවමාරුවක් සඳහා ස්ථානයක් බවට පත්වන බව මට විශ්වාසයි. දැනට ශ්‍රී ලංකාව IMF තත්ත්වයේ යටතේ පවතී. 1990 දශකයේ අගභාගයේදී කොරියාවද IMF කාල සීමාව පැවති අතර එම දුෂ්කර කාල පරිච්ඡේදයේ ජය ගැනීම රජයේ ජනතාව එක්ව කටයුතු කළහ. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවාසී ජනතාවද ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරන්නේ රජය සහ ජනතාවගේ උත්සාහයෙන් හැකි ඉක්මනින් රට සාමාන්‍ය තත්ත්වයට පත්වීමයි. ක්‍රූ ලයිව් කොරියා විසින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ තරුණ වැඩිහිටියන්ගේ අපගේ කාගේත් අනාගතය දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා කොරියානු භාෂා අධ්‍යාපනය සහ වෘත්තීය අධ්‍යාපනය සහ පුහුණුව සූදානම් කර ආරම්භ කරනු ඇත.
크루라이프 코리아는 스리랑카 청장년의 미래를 발전시키기 위해 한국어 교육과 직업 교육 훈련을 통하여 철저히 준비하고 시작할 것입니다. 교육과 기술의 성공적인 완수를 위하여 스리랑카 정부의 지속적인 관심과 국민 여러분의 성원을 부탁드리며 모두가 잘 사는 나라, 부강한 나라, 행복한 나라가 되도록 저도 최선을 다하겠습니다.
අධ්‍යාපනය සහ තාක්ෂණය සාර්ථකව නිම කිරීම සඳහා ශ්‍රී ලංකා රජයේ අකණ්ඩ උනන්දුව සහ සෞභාග්‍යමත් ශක්තිමත් රටක් ප්‍රීතිමත් රටක් තුළ සැමට සමෘද්ධිමත් වීමට හැකි පරිදි මම ජනතාවගේ සහයෝගය ඉල්ලා සිටිමි. මම මගේ උපරිමය කරන්න සූදානම්. අවසාන වශයෙන් ප්‍රීතිමත් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවක් සහ සැමට ප්‍රීතිමත් ජීවත් විය හැකි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවක් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරමි.
끝으로 행복한 스리랑카, 살기 좋은 스리랑카, 아름다운 스리랑카를 만들기 위하여 노력할 것을 여기 참석하신 모든 분들께 약속을 드리겠습니다. 다시 한번 참석하신 모든 분들께 진심으로 감사의 인사 올립니다. 감사합니다.
මම නැවතත් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා මගේ උත්සාහයත් සමග ලස්සන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවක් තරුණ ඉන්න තරුණ ජවයක් තියෙන ඉන්න තරුණ ජීවිත කොරියන් භාෂාව සහ මේ ඒ දැනුම කියාදී ලස්සන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවක් ඉක්මනින් මෙම IMF අර්බුදය ඉක්මවා යාමට නැවත රටට විශාල මුදලක් හැකියාවන් ලැබේවා කියලා ලස්සන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවක් සාදා ගැනීමට කවුරුත් උදව් උපකාරක් වෙන විදියට මම ඔබතුමාට ස්තුති කරනවා.
끝으로 장관님을 비롯한 우리 스님 감사의 인사를 드리면서 우리 박수를 한번 보내드리고 싶습니다.
මාහට නන්නයරුණු උපකාර වූ අත පූජනීය සංඝරත්නය විශේෂයෙන් ගංගාරාමේ අස්සජි හිමි සහ ගරු කම්කවුරු අමාත්‍යතුමා මනුෂ්‍ය නානායක්කාර මැතිතුමාට අපි මෙතන පැමිණලා සිටින සියලු දෙනාගෙන් මම ගෞරවණීය ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා අත්පොළසන්න ආදයක් දෙන්න කියලා. ස්තුතියි.
Yes, next we have line up an instrumental segment. Please enjoy. Thank you. Well, now I call upon Mr. DDP Senanayaka, the General Manager of Sri Lankan Bureau of Foreign Employment, to come on stage, please. Thank you.
Honorable Manusha, Nanayakkara, Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment, Chairman, Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment, CEO, Clue Life Company, and distinguished guest gathering. I think today we have reached a milestone in the industry of foreign employment as well as in the vocational training industry, aiming at the Korean labor market. If you just recall our memories with the relationship with South Korea, the Sri Lanka has established its diplomatic relationship with South Korea in 1977, which was about 46 years ago. And There were a lot of relationship, long-lasting relationship with the country, and also the Korean labor market exposed to the Sri Lanka in late 1990 for sending of technical trainings to South Korean labor market. And in the year 2004, the government of Korea has decided to replace the technical trainees and introduce the employment permit system, which was for the low-skilled workers. And we have been working with South Korea for many years under EPS system, which is for the low-skilled workers. Last year, the government of Korea has relaxed its visa policy under E7 visa category for foreign workers. Especially with the expansion of shipbuilding industry, and as we know that the city of Busan is the hub of shipbuilding industry. With those expansions, the Korean government has encouraged the foreign workers under E7 visa category for shipbuilding industry. So Sri Lanka also one of the country which has been beneficial under this innovative approach of the government of Sri Lanka, government of South Korea. So in this endeavor, I think this Crew Life company has come forward, and also with joint hands with Jinaratana Technical College and SLBFE. So we have joint effort to train the skilled workers for South Korean labor market, especially for the shipbuilding industry. Therefore, as the regulatory body and also on behalf of the Ministry of Labor and Foreign Employment and Honorable Minister, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for all the parties who extended their fullest cooperation for this endeavor and for the benefit of both countries. So thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gents, as you all know, to every beginning there's an end as well. So now the ceremony has ended, and but yet we have cocktails and a buffet ready for you. So the refreshments are ready, and in the meantime we have some soothing music by Dimitri. So enjoy the night and good night. Thanks.
ඇත්තටම මේ ලංකාවේ කොරියාවට අපේ විශාල වශයෙන් දීර්ඝකාලීනව විදේශ ශ්‍රමිකයන් කොරියාවට අපි යවනවා. ඒ සඳහා හොඳ වැටුප් හම්බෙන, ඒ වගේම හොඳ රැකියාව සඳහා යන්න අපේ තරුණයන්ට ඉඩ ප්‍රස්ථා ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. අපිට පහුගිය කාලේ ඉතාමත්ම නිකන් කොරියාවට අපේ තරුණයෝ ගන්නේ නැති කාලයක් තිබිලා අපිට පුළුවන් වුණා ගිය අවුරුද්දේ අවසාන භාගයේදී ඉතාමත්ම වේගවත් කරලා යවන්න. ඒ වගේම අලුත් වැඩසටහනක් අපිට පුළුවන් වුණා කොරියාවට ගිහිල්ලා සාකච්ඡා කරලා අරගන්න. කොරියාවේ තියෙන නැව් කර්මාන්තය සඳහා දෑදුම් ශිල්පීන්, පින්තාරු කරුවන්, ඒ වගේම ග්‍රයින්ඩර්ස්ලා වගේ කණ්ඩායම් යවන්න, ඉලෙක්ට්‍රීෂියන්ස්ලා යවන්න අනුමැතිය ලබා ගන්න සුවිශේෂී කාණ්ඩයක් යටතේ තමයි E7 කියන විසා කාණ්ඩය යටතේ යවන්න අපට අවකාශය ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන්කම ලැබුණා. ඒ අවකාශය ලබා ගත්තට පස්සේ ඒ සඳහා අවශ්‍ය පුහුණු ශ්‍රමිකයන් ලංකාවේ ඇතුලේ අවශ්‍ය වුණා. ඒ අවස්ථාවේදී තමයි මේ ක්ලූ ලයිෆ් කියන ආයතනය ලංකාවට ආවේ. ඒ අය ලංකාවෙන් පුහුණු කරලා අරගෙන යන්න සූදානම් කියලා. මොකද ලංකාවේ තියෙන අපිට ඒ සඳහා අවශ්‍ය කරන පුහුණු ශ්‍රමිකයන්ගේ අඩුපාඩු තියෙනකොට ඒ අලුතෙන් තරුණයෝ පුහුණු කරලා අරගෙන යන්න. එතනදී තමයි ගංගාරාමම විහාරස්ථානයේ අපේ කලබුරත්තේ අස්සජි හාමුදුරුවෝ ඒ වගේම මේ සමාවෙන්න එතන වැරදුනා. අපේ අස්සජි හාමුදුරුවෝ මේ අපේ පොඩි හාමුදුරුවන්ගේ අවවාද අනුශාසනා ඇතුව අස්සජි හාමුදුරුවෝ අපිට මේ සඳහා අවකාශය ලබා දුන්න ජිනරතන කාර්මික පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථාන එක්ක එකතු වෙලා වැඩ කටයුතු කරන්න. එතනදී අපි බූස්සේ පිහිටි පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානය මේ සඳහා අපි වෙන් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා. ඒ වගේම මහරගම තියෙනවා තවත් පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානයක්. මේ වගේ ජිනරතන පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානයට අදාළව කාර්මික විද්‍යාලයට අදාළව පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථාන රාශියක් තියෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථාන අපි එකතු කරගෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකා විදේශ සේවා නියුක්ති කාර්යාංශයත් එක්ක එකතු කරගෙන මේ පුහුණු වැඩසටහන ක්‍රියාත්මක කරලා දැන් ආණ්ඩුවටත් මේ වෙලාවේ පුහුණු කරන්න මුදල් හදල් අමාරුයි. අපේ තරුණ දරුවන්ටත් අමාරුයි. ඒතර මෙතනදී විදේශ කොරියාවේම සහයෝගය අරගෙන පුහුණු කරලා කොරියාවටම යවන වැඩපිළිවෙලක් හදලා තියෙන. ඒකට අපේ ජිනරත්න කාර්මික විද්‍යාලය ඒ සඳහා අපිට ඒ අවශ්‍ය සහයෝගය අපිට ලබා දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ක්ලූ ලයිෆ් ආයතනයත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා තමයි මේ කටයුත්ත සංවිධානය කරන්නේ. එතකොට පුහුණු කරලා ඒ අයව කොරියාව වෙත රැගෙන යාමේ දීර්ඝකාලීන වැඩපිළිවෙලක් තමයි ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්නේ. දැනට පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථාන දෙකකින් ආරම්භ වෙනවා. තවත් පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථාන රාශියක් ඉස්සරහට එකතු කරගෙන යන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. මොකද පුහුණු ශ්‍රමිකයන් බිහි කිරීම අපි හැම පාර්ශවවලටම අධ්‍යාපනයේ ඉඳලා වෘත්තීය පුහුණු ආයතනවල ඉඳලා අපි ආරාධනා කරලා තිනවා. මේකත් තවත් එක් දිගුවක්. තවත් මේ කට්ටිය පුහුණු පුරුදු කරලා එළියට මේ අපේ විදේශගත කරවීමේ අරමුණ. ඒකේ ප්‍රතිඵලයක් හැටියට තමයි මේ මාසෙටත් අපි මැයි මාසෙටත් ඩොලර් මිලියන 480 ඉක්මවා අපිට ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණේ. මේ අවුරුද්දේ පළවෙනි කාර්තුව අවසන් වෙනකොට අපිට පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා ඩොලර් මිලියන 2350 ඉක්මවා ඩොලර් මිලියන ප්‍රමාණයක් ලබා ගන්න ට්‍රිලියන රුපියල් වලින් ඩොලර් වලින් මේ රුපියල් වලින් ගත්තොත් ඒක ට්‍රිලියනයකට ආසන්න මුදලකට අපිට මේ වෙනකොට කිට්ටු කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. 750 ඉක්ම වූ රුපියල් කෝටි සංඛ්‍යාවක් අපිට ලැබිලා තියෙනවා විදේශගත ශ්‍රමිකයන් හරහා.
දැන් මේ ඩොලර් එක අඩු වුණාට මේ බඩු මිල එහෙම අඩු වෙන්නේ නැහැ, සහනයක් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියනවා. ඩොලර් එක විතරයි අඩු වෙන්නේ කියලා.
දැන් අපි පුළුවන් තරම් ඩොලර් ගෙනත් දෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ඩොලර් තවත් මීට වඩා රුපියල් අඩු වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ රුපියල නෙමෙයි ඩොලර් එකේ වටිනාකම. හැබැයි අපි ඩොලර් මිලදී ගන්න නිසා සංචිත වලට මේ වෙනකොට 3.4ක් බිලියන ඩොලර් බිලියන 3.4ක් දක්වා අපි අපේ සංචිත වර්ධනය කරලා තිනවා. එතකොට ඉතින් මිනිස්සු තමයි බඩු මිල තීරණය කරන්නේ දැන්. එතකොට ඩොලර් එකේ මිලත් අඩු වෙලා තිනකොට ඒකට සාපේක්ෂව අඩු වෙන්න ඕනි. දැන් තෙල් මිල අඩු කරා. විදුලි මිල අඩු කරා. තවත් අඩු කරනවා. එතකොට අපි පොලි අනුපාතිකේ අඩු කරනවා. හැබැයි බඩු මිල අඩු නොකරන්නේ අර ෂෙඩ් වල තෙල් දුන්නේ නැතුව වගේ තමයි තෙල් අඩු වෙනකොට ඒකේ වාසිය දෙන්නේ නැතුව. ඒක ඉතින් අපේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ හැටි. ඉතින් ඒක වෙනස් කරගන්න ඕන. අපේ මිනිස්සුන්ට සහන සලසන මිනිස්සු ආණ්ඩුව විදියට කරන්න තියෙන යුතුයකම් කොටාසි අපි කරනවා. ඊටු ටික තමයි කරන්න ඕන. බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි.
මේ අවසාන වශයෙන් එළකිනවල
නියාමනය කරන්න තියෙන ආයතන වලට බුදුමාල අවධානය යොමු කරන්නේ නැත්තේ.
නියාමනය නම් ඉතින් අපි කරනවා. නියාමනය කරලා නියාමනය ටිකක් වැඩියෙන් කරනකොට ආයිත් මාධ්‍යම ගිහිල්ලා අහනවා ඇයි මේ නියාමනය කරන්නේ කියලා නේද? ඒකනේ කරන්නේ. දැන් රටේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ අයිතියක්නේ
Good evening.
Let me see you motherfuckers bounce, bounce, bounce.
සුමුදු බව මට දැනෙද්දී ඉන්නේ කොහොමද ඔයා හිතින් අදිද්දී 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 යෝ ශුංගාරි කෙල්ලේ අදිද්දී මා ඇදෙද්දී හැරෙන්නේ ඇයි පිටුපා සඳුරේ
Okay, gentlemen, I need a small applause from you guys.
තාලේ මදලා මැද මැද පිටි මැද ගන්නන් උතම් මගේ ඔඩොඩු ඇගේ බඳ නලවන තාලේ හෙලවෙන පොල් කටු මාලේ මට අමතක වෙනවානේ ඇගේ බඳ නලවන තාලේ හෙලවෙන පොල් කටු මාලේ මට අමතක වෙනවානේ
Ladies and gentlemen, Dimitri. Music. Renation. I'm Person Jim here. I miss you. Aduh, salah. Memma desa horen bala. Mini kopula hemin pela. Mala amudu de akala. Pesa masue pala. Sa mahal sihina sala. Pala Nokia pala beda. Oyanne mavadala. Dene takana kata vela. Vele nata lakunu yoda. Adambareta ay inne adari. Vena taka takanu epa. Wana wage oya. Hadabatama davana padama hondama rasama hanguma obai adari. Hadabatama davana padama hondama rasama hanguma obai adari. බොන්න නැතුව මතන්න උඹෙන් දැක්කේ මොනවද මන් තාම දන්නේ නෑනේ ආදරේ උඹෙන් දැක්කේ මොනවද මන් තාම දන්නේ නෑනේ ආදරේ මොසපත් වෙලා නොදැනී රෑ එලි වෙලා පොඩි සුසුම් පොදක් හෙලා තව අමුතු එකක් කළා එලේ ඇයි උඹ බය වෙලා මගේ අස්සේ ගොලි වෙලා උඹ අතහැර යවි ගියා ඉදුවද දැන් උඹ සුදා දිනේ තක නැකත වෙලා වෙලෙනට ලකුණු යොදා ආඩම්බරයට ඇයි ඉන්නේ ආදරේ වෙන තක තකනු එපා පන වගේ ඔයා ආදවතම දවන පදම හොඳම රසම හැඟුම රබයි ආදරේ ආදවතම දවන පදම හොඳම රසම හැඟුම ඔබයි